This is She Speaks. This ain't no ordinary podcast. Let's get it. Today on the show, we have Rissa, my best friend
What
and
up?
spiritualist.
What up? What up?
And today on the show, we'll be talking about self love and healing and getting down to the nitty gritty. So what does self love look like for you?
Interesting. See, let's say self-love to me, I feel like it is just loving on yourself, honestly. I feel like a lot of people think it's more like, getting your nails done, going to the spa, things like that. But I feel like self-love is just really getting to know your emotions,
Yes.
how you tick, what triggers you.
Yes. Yes.
Because, triggers,
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's what self-love is.
Yeah.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
So in my last relationship, he would trigger me a lot. And every time I found myself like, let me work on this trigger so like it doesn't trigger me anymore. And
What was the trigger? Do you know?
little things that he would say that would take me back to like a darker place. So then I'm like, okay, does that mean like I'm not over that situation, or like
Probably.
am
Yeah.
I still angry deep inside? So then I'm
Probably,
like, okay, let me work on that.
A lot of triggers I feel like is from your inner child.
Yes.
It's just something that your inner child has not resolved and is looking to you, the big person,
Yes.
to figure it out. Like, help me, protect me, type thing.
Yes.
So once you figure out what that trigger is and what your inner child needs from that, I feel like it will definitely like help with that for sure. Because everyone has triggers. You just gotta figure out what they are
and,
for sure.
And how do you explode or do you just let it ride? Like, okay, you good.
Yeah.
Like, did you go back and hug your younger self and let you know that you're okay?
Period. And it was like, and I don't feel like you don't know you have triggers until somebody does something to you, and you be like, I don't know why that made me so mad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, type thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel like just you gotta learn what triggers you.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. Did you learn exactly what it was that he did that triggered your inner child to get you to the point?
He was an overall narcissist. So
Narcissism is such a see,
like
narcissism,
a mixture of the different types.
and then it's like, I hate using that word narcissism because everyone says it. You know what I'm saying? Especially men and women. Everyone says it, so it's like it's hard to really deter if someone. And I'm not saying that you don't know if he was or not. But I'm just saying it. I've had some exes too, and I'm like, was he a narcissist? I don't know. I'm not really a psychiatrist to diagnose that, but he has some tendencies for sure.
So I've heard someone say everyone has a little bit of narcissism in them, and I'm just
That's
like,
very
are you
true.
crazy? You you think so?
I mean, it's not far fetched. I mean, we all have light and dark, so
Very true.
it's not
Very
far
true.
fetched though. It's not far fetched.
I feel like narcissists belong in the crazy house. I'm like, no. But to be completely transparent and 100, there have been times where I'm like, dang, like, does this make me narcissistic? Or like,
Like you said, everyone has those traits in there, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like if you do it to be harmful, or you do it on a pattern or repeat, like it's something that you do every day to everybody, to everyone, then you're a narcissist. But I feel like everyone has a little bit of, just a little bit, just a tinge.
Do you think that that's something that can go away with healing? Like doing that inner shadow work?
I feel like if you know that you have this tendency to be a little bit narcissistic to people, healing yourself and controlling it and being able to spot when it happens can be very healing for the person. I don't know if you can completely like get rid of it. But I think knowing when you go into that, that type of mode helps with that. Like everyone has flaws. You just gotta know how to balance them and control them and stuff like that. Because we all have light and dark. Now, everyone is not good. Everyone is not bad. There's always a mixture of both, for sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's just like it's always what is it, polar opposites? Is that the thing? Like, okay, so Easter dinner, the family, they're like, oh, yoga is demonic, and I'm just
yoga,
girl. Yoga is demonic. Now,
the Christians.
The Christians.
Okay. We just saw myself. That's all I'm gonna say on that one.
That's for another day.
Yoga.
Man. Yeah, but I before that whole discussion, I was reading about how some of the poses you can like channel the Indian gods and
some of the deities from
yes. And that just shows that there are both good and bad spectrums. Like Christianity has a bad spectrum.
Listen, let me not start on Christianity. Okay, let me not start on Christianity, God. Let me not go there, cause listen. They use Christianity in slavery, and that's all. That's where I end on that one.
Yes.
Anytime you use a religion to subjugate people, I'm good. I'm good on that. So anytime somebody Christian tells me, "Oh, astrology is the devil," rocks and crystals is magic,
y'all walking up to altars too. But all right, let's
that's really bad
episode for another day.
That's a whole different episode. So tell me what your self-love journey has been.
Well, I've been single since March, and self-love for me has looked like going back to my ancestors, my altar, reading the Bible, doing my shadow work. Like, how was I accountable for things that went wrong? Like, ignoring the red flags. I saw it and I kept going. I actually made a status today that said, the more you ignore red flags is the equivalence of being on a train and knowing that you need to get off, and the farther you go, the more expensive it is to get back.
No, for sure.
And it's just like, how much are you willing to spend? Like,
true.
And
it's like, and that brings up another question. It's like, when you see the red flags, what's preventing you from addressing it? Like, what is that initial? I'm gonna let that go. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is it like that tells you, maybe I shouldn't bring this up?
Hoping that this is not that. Like, oh, am I tripping? Like, this looks familiar, but it might not be that. Like,
trust your
being
instincts.
so
every single time.
Every single time.
Your gut is gonna be your first indicator. When that shit drops to your stomach, listen to it.
Man,
for sure.
Never again. Never again. Like, she does not lead me wrong. No, honestly.
That's what it's there for. It's the compass. It's the inner compass. It's what your higher self is telling you. That's how it communicates with your intuition. Some people get gut feelings. Some people get voices. Some people get signs. It depends on how your higher self reaches out, or your spirit guides.
I think mine is dreams. I get the gut feeling, but mine is dreams. Like, and I'm not a dreamer, so I know that when I dream, they're like, "Hello."
Yeah, which is funny because also being a cannabis smoker, dreams is not something that we do. Like, we don't really dream. So, like, when you do have a dream, it's something. Yeah. It's telling you something. They're for
like,
sure.
Hello, wake up,
wake up. What's not clicking, Steven?
Man,
what's not clicking, Steven? Yeah, for sure. No, for sure. Yeah, and I feel like when I see red flags, especially in relationships, I see them and I'm like, I don't like that.
Yeah.
But then I trip myself up because then I'm like, maybe it's not that serious.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a bad day.
Yeah.
Maybe I can just let that slide. It won't happen again.
Yeah.
But
it's nothing.
Oh, yeah.
It's something, honey.
Yeah. It's always something because, like, if there's smoke, there's fire. So,
Yeah.
like, if there's something that you feel and they do something, you're like, no, that feels a little weird, but I'm gonna let it go. Yeah. Definitely don't let that shit go.
Definitely.
Definitely don't let that shit go. For sure.
How do you heal from breakups, friendships, relationships? Does one hit you a little harder than the other?
I think that friendships definitely hit me a little harder than relationships do. Mm-hmm. And I think this is kind of just because of my birth. I'm going to take it back to astrology.
Okay.
That's how my birth chart is laid out. It's just, I am very family and friend centric person. Mm-hmm. So whenever I have a situation where, like, I have a breakup with a friend or even like a fight with a family member, it definitely hits me the hardest. I kind of spiral a little bit. Yeah. This was really before I noticed that it was a trigger for me. Yeah. I kind of spiraled a little bit and just I get into this spiral and I'm just like, oh, it's my fault. Because also I'm a Virgo rising, so I'm a little bit of perfectionist. Yeah. So anytime,
you gotta know who, what, when, where, how.
No, for sure. Like I need to know what's going on. Like I need to know the end result. We know what we doing, what's the process, and what's the end result. And if I don't, I feel lost. I feel like I have no direction, and it gets a little bit. It's frustrating for sure. But I usually just try to. I just try to get back to I meditate, try to clear my head a little bit. Meditation has definitely helped me a lot because my mind runs a million times a minute. Yeah. So, like, when I meditate, it just kind of just shuts it all out and closes it all down. And then I do get a lot of intuitive feelings and answers to stuff when I meditate. So that kind of helps me. It kind of regulates my nervous system so I can make the right decisions and actually be retrospective of why I need to heal in certain situations. Because just having that emotional regulation just helps you really put things in perspective. I think if you don't have that emotional regulation, you're going to feel like everything's always happening to me.
Yeah. Why me?
Why me? God dang it, why me? But no, yeah, for sure. So, like, I feel like once you take that aspect out of it, being a perpetual victim won't happen. Yeah. Because I don't like being a victim to anything. Yeah. That shit pisses me off.
Do you feel like, I feel like meditating is when God talks to you, but praying is when you talk to God. Do you feel that way?
Yes, for sure. I feel like I really believe there's a universal power. I wouldn't say it's really God, but I definitely think there's a source. Mm-hmm. And yeah, when you pray, I feel like you are talking to source, and when you meditate, sources, that's how they channel through you. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what when people say higher power, your higher self, source, higher power, it's all God. It's the same thing,
God is within us.
Yes, for sure. Okay, so let's talk about your healing journey.
Healing for me looks like cleansing out old messages, deleting that person. I when I'm done with a person, you don't exist anymore. You're.
That sounds about right, Capricorn. That sounds about right.
I could be out and see you, and I will not speak. Like, you're not even there. Like, at that point, like, who is that?
Yeah. Your ability to detach from shit is epic to me because I feel everything all the time. So.
It takes a while to get there because it's like you don't know how hard I was trying until I got to the point of now you're just dead to me. Like I love hard.
Yeah, me too.
I go hard. Like you were assigned to death row.
Yeah.
And and if you
She
wrong,
said you ain't getting out into unless you in a body bag.
yes. I just be so disappointed with people, like so disgusted. Like, how could you? Like, I would never do that to you.
No, for sure. I been getting into a little bit of the Vedic. Remember, I was telling you astrology has two different types of astrology. There's the tropical, and then there's sidereal, right?
Yes.
So real names for those is Western astrology and then Vedic astrology, right? Western astrology is something that it's only like 2,000 years old. But Vedic Vedic astrology is older than that. It's like 5,000 years old. So I was looking into my Vedic astrology to see if it resonates a little bit more deeper to me than the Western astrology does. And it definitely does. Okay. Yeah. I was definitely... So in Western astrology, I have a Leo sun, Cancer moon, Virgo rising, right? In Vedic astrology, I have a Cancer sun.
Whoa.
Gemini moon.
Whoa.
And Virgo rising.
Whoa.
Girl. And honestly, as I was reading the Cancer suns and how the app that I was using broke it down, not wrong. It's not wrong.
You my sister sign?
Okay. I mean, it's like, it's funny because I feel like I have traits of the Leo, you know, but also reading the Cancer sun, you know, how you care about people, you love on people, you make them feel safe type thing. And I feel like I do that, and I've heard from people that I make them feel safe. So like when I read that,
hell yeah, I be feeling safe as a motherfucker.
And so that's why I was like, damn, that kind of resonates. But so I think for me, my best journey for my self healing and like for myself, my self, you know, self love, is to use both of those.
Yeah.
Use both of those systems.
Learning you and getting back to you.
No,
yeah.
for sure. And it definitely told me pretty much what we have been talking about for months. Me being an entrepreneur, me owning my own business. I need to be my own boss.
Period.
I don't like taking orders from other people.
Period.
I'm not a order taker, and I need the flexibility and the freedom to do what I want every day.
Yeah.
The best part of, you know, the best days I have is when I wake up and I can decide what the fuck I want to do for myself.
Yes. The gentle morning, they call it.
Yes.
Like, I can take my time.
Yep. And that's how I have emotional regulation, is with rest and relaxation, and also with, you know, just meditation and learning myself.
Yeah.
And working for myself. That's how I can have the most happiest life.
Yes.
That's my path and my journey.
Ooh, yes. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man. So just getting into what makes you you. And I know a lot of people don't believe in astrology and stuff like that, which is fine, but you know, find other ways to learn about yourself. Take personality tests if you need to. Like,
it's kind of scary that I call them the sheep. Yeah. The sheep are the mass.
Yeah. People are sheep. Sorry. People do tend to follow the grain.
Yes, so. I find it so interesting that you don't want to know about yourself. Like, you are okay just listening to the doctor. You're okay trusting the government. Like, you just go with whatever you're told. That's scary.
Yeah, for sure. Not having a critical mind is like, is that right? Is that something I need to do?
Yeah.
Type thing. I feel like, people... I think people are just really lazy, honestly. They don't want to do the thinking of themselves. Have you ever seen this movie, Idiocracy?
No.
It's an old movie from the like 90s, and it kind of tells a story of like civilization getting to the point where we make shit so easy for people, so convenient. Everybody in the movie is literally overweight and like riding on these like freaking like wheelchairs, but they like floating, or they like, it's the future.
Whoa.
Right? So they're like really like, no one is walking. Everyone's like riding on these things. Everyone's like literally overweight and like just zoned out always, and like literally on the things that they ride is a TV. It comes in front of it.
So they're riding and watching the TV.
Yes, and eating food. Literally. That is, and the people and the main characters in the movie are like, why is everybody doing all the same thing? People are sheep. That is exactly. If you ever get a chance to watch that movie because it is interesting.
It sounds like where this is headed.
Yeah, no, for sure. And it was a movie that they made back in the 90s to kind of foretell how society and civilization is going to act in the future. So it's very interesting. You should. You so silly.
Yo, do you believe? I feel like Matt Groening was a time traveler. the guy that wrote The Simpsons.
Oh yes. Oh my God! Did you see that they just put something out in a season they just had about the couple at the fucking Coldplay concert? They had a scene in one of the Simpsons show about the exact moment when that couple got caught on that Jumbotron at the Coldplay concert. Like, how is they predicting this stuff? Like, what's happening?
He was a time traveler. Yeah.
He got to be something, because when I say it's the exact same picture of them hugging behind on each other, like, I'm like, what the how in the.
Like, it's no way you hidden every time.
Every major event that they've already put into The Simpsons. Like, what we doing? Is it just they've been forward thinking so much in the show because it has so many seasons of the show already that they just eventually predict stuff? Is that maybe what it is? I don't know, but that shit scares me a little bit.
Yeah. The sad part about all of this, I feel like, and even ChatGPT said this, that the resolution to all of this is unity and love. And it's like, damn, man, is it that hard?
And it's funny because so much discourse is going on in the world right now, and it's like, for all the people to be Christian and believe in religion, God was about love. So I don't understand the processes of what some people are doing. Like,
and it's just like everybody's so against each other. Like, they don't even realize the Bible, the Quran, and the Torah. They're speaking of the same people. Like, it's all about togetherness, love, unity. But everyone's like, oh, if you're not Jewish, you're not going to whatever they call heaven. Oh, only the Muslims are going to Jannah. Oh, only the Christians are going to heaven. Like, do y'all really think God works like that?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's like, it makes it's such a social construct that people don't even think of it as a social construct, because it's been so ingrained into the society that you have to, especially if your parents are religious, like you know, it took me a while to unlearn that Christianity wasn't it for me. You know, even when I was younger, my mom used to take me and my sisters to church all the time when we was younger. Even sitting in the churches, I didn't get it. Yeah. Honestly, I didn't get it. And even when she tried to put me in Bible study, I still didn't get it. I didn't understand the purpose, especially learning in school about slavery and how, you know, Christianity was something that the slaves relied on for you know, some type of hope and stuff like that. And I'm thinking to myself, well, they also used it to subjugate them. So how is this?
And then before that, I read that the Rosicrucians and the Catholics created Christianity to create mass chaos and division between the mass.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Christianity is a bloody religion. Let's just put it like
bloody.
It's
bloody. Bloody. Hallelujah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, it's super, like, it's even with the Crusades, like, going back from even when they crucified Jesus. So, like, it's like,
yeah,
I don't know.
It's crazy.
Can a God that has people have killed people for is the same God that tell you to love your neighbor? I don't know. But that's, trying to stay off Christianity. Yeah. I don't want to make the people mad.
Hey, fuck them. Wake up.
Okay, Capricorn.
They need to wake up. Like,
yeah. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know either, sis. That's on them.
That's on them.
Oh man, my life path is a life path 11, the master ascendants. Like we came to like help raise the frequency of the earth. And it's just like, I'm often like, why did I come back?
They say that. They say your soul signed up for this. Their soul said, yeah.
Like, girl, what was you thinking? What were you thinking?
And probably, depending on your past life, they could have felt like they needed to prove something else, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like, honestly, this is just a hypothesis of mine, but I feel like life path numbers are the many times your soul has returned to Earth, right?
Yeah.
So like life path number 11, 12, like y'all been here a couple times. You know what I'm saying?
Too many times.
And that's why I feel like the life path numbers is, and then that's another thing. If astrology is not real, why life path numbers are very, very accurate.
Too accurate.
I mean, spot on.
Too accurate.
Spot on. And it's just by your birthday. It's not by any, like, it's random as hell. Like, how does number calculate to the person that you are? It's crazy to me.
Also, they say that zodiac signs, back in the day, people were diagnosed by their zodiac signs. So, like, Capricorns are the knees and the bones.
Okay,
and
yes.
I ain't even gonna hold you. My knees a little wobbly. But we work hard. So
honestly, Leos are the heart and the spine.
Oh,
so that makes sense.
I know Scorpios are respiratory problems. Most Scorpios I know do have respiratory problems.
I know Virgos are dealing with a lot with the midsection, the stomach.
Oh,
so that's why a lot of them probably have IBS issues.
Oh,
Virgos talking to you.
God, health is wealth, honey.
I mean, some things I think are hereditary. I mean, it's probably something.
Do you think so?
I think so, honestly. I mean, because a lot of things that I've seen people who are healthy don't like really eat them, them much sweets. They'd be diabetics. And it's like, how'd you get that? And like, well, my family, my mom, and a lot of this stuff I feel like it's hereditary. I mean, this might not be true. I might not know what I'm talking about.
I still don't know yet.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, okay, so Alzheimer's and dementia runs in my family on both sides.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
My grandfather died of Alzheimer's on my mom's side, and then on my dad's side, his mom died from Alzheimer's, and now my 88-year-old dad has dementia. So I'm like, damn. Okay. But ironically, I love mushrooms, and though that's really good for like brain health, and I'm like,
mushrooms, yeah, for sure. I love mushrooms. Ooh.
Yeah, I love a sautéed, fried.
I was really talking about the drug, but I feel like
I might be a little hungry, but yes, the magical ones too.
And I might be needing to smoke a little bit, so that's all good. It's all good. Do you feel like cannabis? While we speaking of smoking, do you feel like cannabis helps you with your healing and like your self-love journey?
Absolutely. I feel like a lot of people unintentionally smoke, but if you smoke intentionally, it's gonna help you. Like cannabis, like the terpenes are correlated with the chakras.
Yeah.
So like granddaddy perp is grounding.
Yeah.
sour diesel is your crown chakra. I think blue dream is your throat. Yeah, so
Interesting.
I think people need to get into it a little bit more.
Interesting. What does that have to do with the terpenes in the cannabis? You think maybe the certain terpenes?
So one of that I actually researched was the granddaddy perp, and like frankincense, essential oil ties into that. So I guess grounding, plants that are grounding, scents that are grounding. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah. I mean,
I'm not sure.
Plants have terpenes in there too. Everything has a terpene, like like when we
foods and stuff.
Yeah, everything has a terpene, so that makes sense. That makes sense. I haven't researched that, but that's interesting.
Yeah,
that's
interesting. I was creating candles, intentional candles with terpenes, and that's the only reason I know.
Okay, that makes sense. That's funny. I was thinking about making some candles with terpenes.
Bro, we just always here.
You know, some people gonna see this and be like, of course, them two motherfuckers together.
It's us again, bitch. All right, so we're gonna wrap up the show. Thanks for coming.
Of course,
this was everything.
I love this. This was great.
All right, until next time.
See y'all.
Bye.